Hello, my fellow citizens of the 7th universe. My name is PlayerTV WishyWings, and welcome to a little bit different video on the channel than what I normally do. Obviously, on this channel, from what you guys, people who are very like continuous with my channel come back for a lot of the videos, you know that I do more of kind of like a let's play type video, or I like try to get like really strong. I'm trying my course of just becoming the strongest in every single game. I pretty much am. Or I do something silly with Dragon Ball related stuff, mostly Dragon Ball. But today we're going to be doing something different. This video today is going to be a little bit of a discussion to talk about the end of Dragon Ball Super. If you do not know, and maybe you're not caught up with the Japanese dub, or maybe you just didn't know, like, that's perfectly fine if you didn't know, but yesterday, episode 131 was the end of Dragon Ball Super. Yeah. It's been quite the journey. Like, for what I know, Dragon Ball, yeah, I'm actually, like, typing this up. It started July 5th, 2015. July 5th, 2015. It's been going on since then. That is ridiculous. Like, when you think about it, it's only been going on for almost 3 years now. Continuous. I mean, here and there's like a week off or whatever. Like, when there's like I think it's like Japanese Chinese New Year, or the past couple of months, there's been gaps in episodes because there's an event going on. But mostly, it was a congruent series where, every single week, you get a new episode of Dragon Ball. You come back, same time, same platforms. Sometimes not at the same time because the servers were down because there were so many people watching the series being caught up. They crashed the servers of websites literally every single week. Yeah, you keep coming back every single week to see a Dragon Ball episode. Now it's going to feel very strange now for the fact that it's over. I know. It doesn't seem real that Dragon Ball Super is now officially over. Well, maybe the anime, like the running anime, is officially over. The dub is still going. English dub still going strong. And that's going to be going on for, like, I'm going to say, like, another year and a half, close to 2 years, depending if there's any gaps here and there. That's going to be continually going on. That's, like, they're just, like, the beginning of, like, the Goku Black arc for the dub. So if you're caught up with dub, you still got plenty of time with that. But if you're with me, and you're caught up with the Japanese dub, there's no more. That's it. Like, we found out the end of the series. Universe 7. Spoiler, by the way, if you have not seen the last episode of Super, I recommend to go ahead and do that. And because I'm going to be talking some spoilers, forgot to mention that at the beginning, but Universe 7 won. The MVP of the Tournament of Power, the last one standing, was Android 17. I could have 100% told you that, like, most people would not guess that Android 17 would be the last person standing. Especially the fact that, like, he basically self-destructed himself and everyone thought that he was dead. Like, right there, for a fact, no one guessed that Android 17 was going to be the last one standing. And, I mean, I couldn't be any more happier knowing that I've always, like, when it comes to the Android saga, Cell saga, that sort of stuff, all those characters were my favorite. And the androids were some of my favorite characters, like, favorite villains in the series. I always loved the androids. And maybe I didn't show it too much on the channel, but when I used to not record these videos, when I used to, like, before owTreyalP was a thing, I used to make Android teams a lot. I'm being 100% legit here. I used to make Android teams all the time. Play with 17. 17 mostly was my favorite. But 17 and 18, having them together, working together, was really cool. And the fact that, like, they got back introduced into the Tournament of Power, and 17 was the last person standing. It's my boy. He grew up so much. He wanted to kill Son Goku, and now he just wants a cruise for his family, which he got it! He got the cruise! Oh, I'm so proud of him. He got the cruise, and he was the last one standing. I know, obviously, he wasn't the strongest one in the Tournament of Power, by far. Yeah, like, 17 was out of his league with most of the people. With Goku, Vegeta, maybe even Gohan, Piccolo most likely too, and then, like, so many other universes. Android 17 was probably in the middle. I would say, like, well, the upper middle, but, like, more closer to, like, the average. He wasn't, like, you know, he wasn't, like, all the way down at the bottom with people who just got, like, knocked off in, like, one hit. He wasn't, like, Botamo status. No, he was a lot higher than that. But, like, no one would have thought Android 17 was going to be the last person standing. I know I'm going to get a lot of you in the comments below saying, yeah, I knew Android 17 was going to make it, but it didn't. There's no way. By the way, I'm going to take these off. Usually I keep these on for all my videos because this is my cat ears, but I'm going to take this off just because I can hear myself better. Yeah, so with that being said, Dragon Ball Super is officially over. I mean, we still have a Dragon Ball Super movie coming out in December, which, by the way, I am so freaking psyched for. The fact that, like, the animation direction that they're going with the movie is so much more different than the past two movies, and it reminds me of early Z Goku, and I'm so happy about it. It makes me so happy. He looks adorable. Goku looks adorable, okay? I'm just gonna say, Goku looks freaking adorable. Like, he doesn't look like this complete, like a badass monster over here. No, he looks cute. He looks cuddly. I freaking love him. Him bouncing around makes me so happy in the trailer. But, like, besides that, we don't know much else. People, like, the voice actors for the Japanese dub were saying that most likely this isn't the end of Dragon Ball. And I believe a couple of the people who are, like, leads of Dragon Ball Super were saying that they want to continue it, even though this is, like, a brief break from the series, so at least, like, a year. They want to keep on the Dragon Ball trend, like they said, while the iron is hot. Because, obviously, the hype around Dragon Ball is insanity. I mean, there's a reason why it's one of the #1 animes, #1 shows in the world. It's Dragon Ball. There's a reason why for it. And they want to keep it going. They don't want to, like, you know, wait the billions of years that they did from GT to Battle of Gods. I know there was Kai in between that. Kai was actually 2009. But like, in between GT and Dragon Ball Kai, their first episodes, was 13 years. 13 freaking years. That is a long time. That's a long time gap between episode ones. That is insanity. So, and the series kept going. That's the one thing about the Dragon Ball community. There was a huge gap between GT and Kai. And the series was still striving. The fans were so dedicated. I mean, can you say that about most animes that have 15-year gaps? I don't think you can. I don't think you can say that there's an anime out there that had such a big gap and yet the community was still involved with it. Like, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball's just a series you can never let go. There's one thing I couldn't let go, that's for certain. My dad got me into Dragon Ball Z back when I was a kid, and he used to tell me about Goku and tell me about the forms and everything like that. He used to tell me, like, the reason why Super Saiyan 3, for people who don't know, Super Saiyan 3 is one of my favorite transformations, period, is because of how my dad described it. And how, like, because when I was watching it during the Saiyan saga, or, like, Frieza saga, when Goku just turned Super Saiyan, and my dad's like, yeah, Goku goes, like, super strong and everything. Like, I'm pretty certain he watched all of the Majin saga. Afterwards, he didn't catch up with any of it, but, like, during the Majin saga, when he goes to Super Saiyan 3 with the long hair, like, as a kid, I thought that was absolute crazy. So, Super Saiyan 3 is just an amazing, I just love it. That's why, and, like, with my dad talking to me about Dragon Ball, that's probably a reason why I stuck with it for so long, and I'm still sticking with it. Like, you can thank my dad for a lot of things on my channel, but he kept me through Dragon Ball, and now, I mean, I'm 24 now. I was probably like 6 when he was telling me. No, I was like probably even younger than that because I wasn't watching Kai. Yeah, I was probably a lot younger than that too. Wow, wow. Yeah, I was a young boy. And I'm still watching it. It's absolutely crazy. Now, with the gap between Super and the movie, and then what else is after the movie, nothing's going to change between me. I mean, I know the community will be exactly the same too. Nothing will change. We will always love Dragon Ball. I know some people will come and go. It's usually how any show is. If there's a gap, people come and go. It's like the same thing with Fairy Tail, where there's a gap between the anime. So not a lot of people are thinking about it currently. But then when the anime starts up, everyone's going to be like, oh, it's back, ah! There's going to be people like that for Dragon Ball too, but I wouldn't say as much, just because, I mean, the dub's still going on right now, which the dub is fantastic. The manga is still going on, and yet we still have something to look forward to currently, and possibly another series after that. They've been talking about wanting to continue the Dragon Ball series, so whatever that's called, we'll have to see. Now, what Super meant to me, and it meant to a lot of my friends, meant basically, especially because I call you guys my friends too, Super was a series that we can all come together as a community and just enjoy. Like, I remember, like, people always, I mean, all my series, when we found out about Super Saiyan God, when we found out about Super Saiyan Blue, we found out about Super Saiyan Rose, Ultra Instinct, Natural Ultra Instinct, all these forms, we were all coming together saying that this is, like, the craziest thing. We loved every single thing that came out of it. Even Rage. I forgot about Super Saiyan Rage. But, like, it really, like, with Dragon Ball Super, I got to meet some crazy, awesome people from you guys. Like, I got to meet all of you guys through it, and all you guys, some of you guys are absolutely crazy, but I love each and every single one of you. And without this series, I mean, obviously, we wouldn't be a community. Dragon Ball Super is something we all came together on, and it's kind of bittersweet to the fact that Dragon Ball Super is officially done. It is actually, it's really bittersweet. I don't like saying it because I feel like I should, like, you know, wake up next Saturday and be like, oh, Super is about to be on. I'm probably still going to do that next Saturday, but, like, it's going to be so weird being like, wait a second, there isn't any more episodes. That's it. It's going to be so weird, but I couldn't be more thankful. This series literally was how I found most of my friends and most of my, like, Dragon Ball in general, most of my friends. I mean, this channel was because of Dragon Ball. So I have to say thank you to the Toei, everybody over there, for making this series the way it is. Because without it, I don't know where I would be today. Dragon Ball has really changed my life for the better. Because now I've gotten to meet so many of you guys, and just we made such a great community because of it. It's just absolutely crazy. And now, with this break going on right now, I feel like we can still grow as a community. We could still come together and be pumped about certain things. Like, even after the fact that the series, like Dragon Ball Super, is over, there's still tons of stuff to look forward to. I mean, like I was saying, the movie's coming out, the dub's coming out. There are games that are still getting currently made. Like, well, Fighters is still getting DLC. Roblox, there's always going to be Dragon Ball games. There's a new mobile game that's coming out in the summer, and you can and I know for a fact that there is going to be another Xenoverse on top of it too. So you know that when it comes to gaming, we're not leaving. We are not leaving as a community, not just as me as a channel, but like as the entire Dragon Ball community. We are not going anywhere. Dragon Ball is going to be, like, amazing. It's always going to be huge, no matter what year it is. Even like 40 years down the road, I can't wait to tell my grandkids and kids and be like, "Yeah, Shani, I'll tell you a great story about how Goku turned Super Saiyan because Krillin was killed by Frieza. And now Goku and Frieza were the ones who won the tournament in the Super." Can't wait for that. It's going to be such a fun, it's going to be funny. Because there's no way I'm going to be forgetting about Dragon Ball. Like, things could happen in my life, but I could always look back and say, Dragon Ball will always put a smile on my face. Even if it's, like, the community that says that certain things are bad about it. Like how GT. Like, everyone says GT was bad, but I still loved it. Because Super Saiyan 4 is still, like, one of my favorite transformations. Even that, you still all come together. We'll all have a fantastic time together. So, yeah, that's how I feel about Super. It really does. It's really helped me through a lot. Dragon Ball's helped me through more things than one, that's for certain in life. And I cannot wait for what else is in store when it comes to this series. Now, this is going towards what's happening on my channel specifically. Just because Dragon Ball Super is over does not mean Dragon Ball stuff is leaving. This is a Dragon Ball channel. Mostly Dragon Ball channel for a freaking reason. There is no way we are letting that go. As long as there's more Dragon Ball content to talk about, this channel will have it. Guaranteed. So you can always come back and expect Dragon Ball content. Even though it's over. Even though it's technically over for now. Until the next series starts. Until the movie starts. We're going to have to wait. We're just gonna wait for that. But we're still going to keep going with Dragon Ball. We're always going to do it. As long as we possibly can. Because I freaking love it. And I know you guys love Dragon Ball too. So, on that note, everybody, I'm going to say thank you guys for joining me once again. I know this video was a little bit different, and I was kind of all over the place when it comes to it. But I just really wanted to talk about how Super really affected me, and how I'm thankful for everything the show has done for me, for you guys, and everybody I've ever been with. Like, through YouTube, through friendships, through family, everything. Because without Dragon Ball, let's just say, Patrick over here would be a completely different person, and I know for a fact he would not be as happy as what he's currently am right now. So, let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of curious, what did the end of Super mean to you? Obviously, there's going to be different takes. It could just be another show for you, and you just go pick up another show. Some people will be like, a part of me has just ended, and now I'm sad. We get that. I've gotten a lot of people saying that they're sad that Dragon Ball is over. But let me know, because I'm really curious what your guys' points of views are when it comes to Dragon Ball. Because the series is just absolutely, it's just taken me from storm. I love Dragon Ball so much. I love Dragon Ball so much. So much. But let me know, because I'm always curious. And if you are brand new to the channel, make sure to go ahead, hit subscribe, like, comment, you know, all that good stuff. Make sure you hit bell notifications too, because YouTube's been doing things where you don't get videos unless you hit that bell. It's kind of sad, but if you want to be caught up with this stuff, let me know in the comments below too. I mean, I'll hit the bell notification. But what we're saying about comments below is if you want other types of videos like this, where I just kind of like be real with you when it comes to Dragon Ball, let me know, because it's completely different than I usually do, but it's always nice doing these things once in a while. But on that note, everybody, I'm going to say thank you guys for joining me once again, and I will be seeing you later. Thank you guys for joining me through Dragon Ball Super. On to the next one.